was wondering if you'd be my honorary sugar mama. So I decided to take 8 months and backpack around the world and work for free all over the place.
That is a burning passion, y'all.
And you can take that pound cake and soak it in your favorite alcohol. Soak it in a little brandy, soak it in a little bit of Chambord, something to liven it up a little bit. Or if you need a little help getting her to say yes. I don't know, that's so sorry. A lot of what we do is a lot of a la minute composed things, much like it would be in the kitchen. Last minute.
Well, why don't you just say last minute?
I thought I did. Look what we're gonna do.
Oh my gosh. How gorgeous.
I want you to do yours. Are you ready for me?
Yes, I'm ready for you.
Still think it needs sugar?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I would come home from school and I would sit there and I would dump cookies in there, smash them with my spoon, eat cookies and milk in front of TV, watching Dukes of Hazzard, and I loved it. Kids come out of school and they assume that they're chefs, first of all. You have a basic foundation. You have something now that you can build on, and it's up to you to build on that. It's up to you to make yourself a better chef. I'm never able to go out to dinner with my friends. I'm never home for the holidays. You know, I sacrifice just about every relationship I'm in for my job. So if I'm gonna give up all those things, then I'm gonna do it for a reason, and I'm gonna make it count. Hey, chefs. Chef! Hey, Danielle. How's it going?
Good. And I'm gonna do kind of an ice cream sampler.
I'm concerned she's doing an ice cream sampler. Hopefully she's gonna elevate it using technique and really give us something that's flavor forward and powerful. Is there a theme to your tasting for tomorrow?
Primary colors.
Could be some heavy critics there tomorrow. You know that, right? I just want the best of you, Morgan. Like, I don't want you to say, I wish I would have done that. Morgan had decided to do a theme of colors. And he didn't need to do that, but maybe he's doing it in a way that's gonna really set himself apart a little bit from the other chefs. All right, chefs, best of luck to all of you. Good night. I love the fact that she used strawberry chips as well as fresh strawberries underneath, again, reinforcing the primary flavor of the dish. That's something that I've been on her about every challenge. Figure out a way to incorporate texture in a smart way that adds to the dish. I dislike garnishes that don't really add any flavor and the pulled sugar. Everyone at the table just like snapped out a little piece, and then like that mandatory sprig of mint in the 80s, just put it on the side.
Is it saying it's 80s?
You promised me you wouldn't make a macaroon again?
I know I did, but
Yeah, your only saving grace is that you make a hell of a macaroon. Chefs, on behalf of myself and all the rest of the judges throughout the competition, I'd like to say how proud we are of you. We're proud to be a part of this competition with you. And especially me, you make me proud to be a pastry chef.
Johnny, obviously you are at the top of your game. How do you think you would have fared in a contest like this back when you were starting out?
You know, and I ask myself, even now, at the position I am and how much I know, I would say, well, what would I have done? It's just amazing to see, you know, all these chefs are coming from different places in the industry, and it's just to see how they each applied their skill and their talent and their craft to all these different challenges. So things that I would never even think of doing for some of these challenges was really amazing to watch as a pastry chef. The fact that pastry chefs are now getting recognition is wonderful.
So he's putting his spin on this traditional apple pie. Johnny Iuzzini. Johnny, good to have you here. Well, this was an awful lot, Johnny. You sure?
I promise you.
Johnny, do you really know what you're doing?
Get it in there, man! So if you don't want to do cranberries, you know what you can do?
Raisins.
Craisins.
Craisins. Oh.
So just the dried cranberries.
They combine raisins and
it's a product. I love cranberries because the acid in the cranberries.
Yeah, it's got that nice tang.
Balance out that sugar.
Enter Jean-Georges pastry chef Johnny Iuzzini, a cutting-edge, award-winning 4-star visionary. The star of this show is an innovative iced rhubarb foam.
So when we spin it in the blender, little air bubbles get kind of trapped. Put it into a vacuum machine, pull the air out, then have a giant sponge of rhubarb that we're able to freeze. The cell structure here is really amazing, and it's fun. We have to figure out a way to do this on site, out of a kitchen, without an ice cream machine, that still allows us to do huge volume, but quick. Liquid nitrogen. Everything's gonna have to equalize. The temperatures have to come through, so the top is actually gonna chill the bottom. They're gonna come to an equal texture. I've seen you do this before, and I would love for you to turn this into a sphere for us.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay.
Nice. Wow, that's really beautiful. What a craft, what a skill.
We chose our menu from Apicius.
Over the process of 2 days, they're just gonna start eating and eating and eating and eating, and the next thing you know, they'll be so fat, they won't be able to get back into their shells. Do you think we represented what Romans were eating at about that time?
I think so.
So I'm gonna go with the beer first. Cognac. There you go. We're gonna let that cook off just a little bit, and then we're gonna cap it because we don't want to lose all of our alcohol. Not the most traditional way to make a cocktail, but It is delicious. Now what's left? Extreme cold. Very interesting drink. We're using cider, tequila, a ginger liqueur. But our most important ingredient is liquid nitrogen. Into here, I'm actually gonna mix our ingredients. We're gonna introduce one into the other. And we're gonna finish this with a little bit of candied ginger. Nice, beautiful. Yeah? Please.
Bueno.
Electric Boogie.
I'm a hands-on kind of person. Like, I really need to touch food and feel food and taste food, and the taste is what inspires me to go in a different direction. I know this is classic. I know this works. I know this is what people like. So how can I make this mine? How can I make this more exciting for them every day? I choose to teach my guys through my experiences, and I choose, if they make a mistake, to address the mistake in a way that they learn from it versus be scared of making another mistake. Dessert's almost like the treasure. It's almost like the gift at the end of the meal. And people are willing to take a little bit more chance. You know, they're willing to go out on a little bit of a limb to say, okay, well, that's different. I'll try that.
Hey, baby, can I call you up? Don't you wanna party with me? Don't wanna hear no busy signal.
Are you from New York?
I am.
You are New York to the bone. Look at, you got the chain here. Do you ride a motorcycle?
I do.
As well.
I'll cut your chip. Oh.
That's what she said.
You know, Cook for the Cure is a great program brought by KitchenAid, and it's near and dear to me because my mother battled breast cancer for years, and so I do everything I can to be involved with cancer research and do these kind of programs.
Electric Boogie.
Rock your body once for me.
Electric Boogie.
Bumping those to this sound.
Electric Boogie.
Get on down to the ground.
Iuzzini's new cookbook is called Dessert Foreplay. We're so glad that you're here.
It launched today.
Johnny is folding it in. Look at him folding up.
I got to meet Julia right before she passed, and I have some pictures with her, and she was such a sweet person.
Wow.
She's like, I love what you do.
In your cookbook, you do make simpler techniques and simpler things for people like myself to do.
I don't want to alienate any audience. Everything's very approachable and very accessible. There's nothing in here that you couldn't do at home.
We love that. We love how approachable you are, and we love the new book. Johnny,
Thank you
thanks
so much.
Can I run my fingers through your hair? Don't you wanna party with me?